the deer situation. First of all, I personally do not believe that the terminology of not working is one that's acceptable for the things that we have done over the years. But in the same token that I say that, I think that it's important that we look at other options, which we're doing, to try to reduce the population even more. Understanding how deer reproduce, yes, there is, if you have X number of females and X number of males, you're going to have, so many potential births every year. And but the reality is that there's no one out there, or the deer don't have anyone in nature that is taking them down. So therefore, it is our job to ensure that we do the best possible job that we can to reduce that population. But after I heard comments tonight, it sounds like this is a free-for-all. Grab your bows and arrows, let's go out there and hunt. My friends, it's not like that at all whatsoever. The county has been systematically organized in the manner that this has been done for years, and it will continue to be that way. Because for us to go out there taking down deer and not knowing who the number they are, where they were taken down, does not provide us an inventory, which is so critical in understanding how to control them. So maybe I sense a little upsetness from those who like the guns. I'm not a hunter. I apologize for that. But we're looking like there's some kind of a pressure between the hunters and the bow hunters and the gun hunters. And the reality is, by setting the distances to be different, I think it allows for, number one, a safe, which is what we're all looking for, a safe environment where we can control this. Now, I've heard 120 days, 100 days, 90 days. My friends, I don't believe that there will be hunting of deer with bow and arrow for 120 days, 100 days, because they're just not feasible. Yes, you have to apply for a license, and maybe the window for the license is very broad. But I think we need, if anything, is to focus on what we're trying to achieve and make sure that the information is very clear and that people understand what's going to be going on. I don't believe that anybody's going to go out of their homes and find a guy with a bow and arrow who's going to go out hunting in front of the yard. That's just not the case. The county has traditionally always kept people informed as to what the plan is for that particular day, that week, that month, and the hours that they're being involved. So to even consider that that may not be the case, I don't think it works. But one of the things that I've also, and maybe you heard me a few months ago about how I see the bow and arrow as a critical arsenal of things that we can use to limit the population. Is that there may be municipalities that, because of the, I know not necessarily the reservation, but in municipalities where the space is more constrained, you're probably better off shooting with an arrow than you would with a gun. And we're still going to have our hunt that we traditionally have. So I don't know what's the what is happening in terms of the information. Is it that we just want to be anti-things, or we want to take positions that are totally out of the realm of reality, what we're trying to do? And it's disturbing to a certain point. Remember that we're going to be having, whatever we're going to do is going to be a safe environment. It's going to be a precise record keeping as to who is going to be in the area, who is going to do what, the accountability of all these things. And this is nothing new to us. We've done this for years. And we'll see the results at the end. Will we continue this project? Well, possibly. It's very hard to say, but the opportunity, I think, is coming before us very soon. And if there has been anything, if anybody has been done wrong as to the process, whether your application was accepted, whether we had some system problems that could have been involved in terms of why you didn't get your application back, but I don't believe that there's any systematic idea out there of trying to keep people out from doing it. Or you also need to give people a chance also to participate, because the amount of individuals who would like to take part in the process is tremendous. And we're not going to take 1,000 people to throw them out there to do any of these things. So if you always had, for example, people that said, I've been done it for the last 10 years, 12 years, guess what? Maybe take a break this year and maybe come back next. But I want it to be because we're giving everyone the opportunity to participate, and not because what I've heard here today, that there's systematic clubs or A, B, or C that are holding these things behind. And I'm sure that will be cleared up very quickly, because that's not how we operate. So, hopefully, and it is, the track record of the individuals who participated for all these years in terms of their safety record is, and you've heard it before from other our colleagues, that you, the ones who have been involved, have delivered a safe environment and has done the job that's been required. But in the same token, we need to expand horizons and look for other potential things to do. I thank all of you for coming out and speaking about this issue. I had some conversations the other day in Plainfield with the residents of Plainfield about this, but I still don't believe that we're going to be hunting for 100 days. I just think it's probably maybe not 20 days or less than that, but that's just my assessment to it. It's very hard because weather plays a role, the foliage plays a role, all these things will play a role as to when it happens. So, thank you very much.